Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sorin Space. Today, I want to talk about belonging, not belonging as comfort, not belonging as approval, but belonging as ownership. Most people are taught to search for belonging in a country, in a family, in a relationship, in an institution, in a role. We are taught quietly, repeatedly, that belonging is something granted by others, and that belief shapes how we live. When belonging is external, the self becomes negotiable. You begin to adjust who you are in order to remain accepted. You stay longer than you should. You tolerate what hurts. You silence what is true. Not because you are weak, but because you are human. Because the fear of losing shelter is one of the deepest fears we carry. But here is the structural truth. Belonging was never meant to be borrowed. The moment your sense of belonging depends on something outside you, your freedom becomes conditional. Because what can grant belonging can also withdraw it, and what can withdraw it can control you. So the real question is not, where do I belong? The real question is, who owns my sense of belonging? When belonging belongs to the world, you become movable. When belonging belongs to others, you become replaceable. But when belonging belongs to yourself, something fundamental changes. You stop negotiating your existence. You stop performing for permission. You stop fearing distance, silence, or loss, because none of them can exile you anymore. At that point, belonging is no longer a place. It becomes a state. And here is the core realization. Your home is where your inner state is at peace. And the one who can grant you absolute safety has never been the world. It has always been you, because you belong to yourself. You are not owned by a place. You are not defined by a role. You are not sustained by approval. You are your own constant presence. Everywhere you go, at every stage of life, you are the one belonging that never leaves, never abandons, and never expires. When you understand this, belonging is no longer something you seek. It becomes something you carry. You are no longer dependent on being accepted because you are already held. You are no longer afraid of being alone because you are never without yourself. This does not mean isolation. It does not mean rejecting love, connection, or community. It means you no longer enter the world as a refugee. You enter as a sovereign. You connect by choice, not by survival. Belonging does not need to be found. It needs to be claimed, and once it is claimed, no border can take it, no rejection can remove it, and no loss can erase it. This heart at peace is already home. Thank you.